The mind is its place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. What hath night to do with sleep? Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Solitude sometimes is the best society. Long is the way and hard that out of hell leads up to the light. Freely we serve, because we freely love, as in our will, to love or not, in this we stand or fall. Abashed the devil stood and felt how awful goodness is, and saw virtue in her shape how lovely, and pined his loss. All is not lost, the unconquerable will, and study of revenge, immortal hate, and the courage never to submit or yield. I will not deny but that the best apology against false accusers is silence and sufferance, and honest deeds set against dishonest words. Never can true reconcilement grow where wounds of deadly hate have pierced so deep. Innocence, once lost, can never be regained. Darkness, once gazed upon, can never be lost. Give me the liberty to know, to utter, and to argue freely according to conscience, above all liberties. Did I request thee, Maker, from my clay, to mold me, man? Did I solicit thee, from darkness to promote me? A good book is the precious lifeblood of a master spirit, embalmed and treasured up on purpose to a life beyond life. What is dark within me, illumine. Farewell hope, and with hope farewell fear. Thou canst not touch the freedom of my mind. This horror will grow mild, this darkness light. For so I created them free, and free they must remain. A mind not to be changed by place or time. Yet he who reigns within himself, and rules passions, desires, and fears, is more a king. Freely they stood who stood, and fell who fell. Knowledge forbidden, suspicious, reasonless. Why should their Lord envy them that? Can it be a sin to know? Can it be death? And so sepulchred in such pomp dost lie, that kings for such a tomb would wish to die. How soon hath time, the subtle thief of youth, stolen on his wing my 23 year. Such sweet compulsion doth in music lie. The mind is a universe, and can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. The mind is a universe, and can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. They who have put out the people's eyes reproach them of their blindness. Gratitude bestows reverence, changing forever how we experience life and the world. Neither man nor angel can discern hypocrisy, the only evil that walks invisible except to God alone. So farewell hope, and with hope farewell fear, farewell remorse. All good to me is lost, evil, be thou my good. O sun, to tell thee how I hate thy beams, that bring to my remembrance from what state I fell, how glorious once above thy sphere. Govern well thy appetite, lest sin surprises thee, and her black attendant death. Did I request thee, Maker, from my clay to mold me, man? Did I solicit thee from darkness to promote me? But wherefore thou alone? Wherefore with thee came not all hell broke loose? For never can true reconcilement grow where wounds of deadly hate have pierced so deep. A grateful mind by owing owes not, but still pays, at once indebted and discharged. What burden then? Which way shall I fly, infinite wrath and infinite despair? Which way I fly is hell, myself am hell. Bone of my bone thou art, and from thy state, mine never shall be parted, bliss or woe. I son of chaos and eternal night, taught by the Hy muse to venture down the dark descent, and up to reascend. Solitude sometimes is the best society. Should God create another Eve, and I another rib afford, yet loss of thee would never from my heart. So forcible within my heart I feel the bond of nature draw me to my own in thee, for what thou art is mine. Knowledge forbidden, suspicious, reasonless. Why should their Lord envy them that? Can it be a sin to know? Can it be death? Ah, why should all mankind be condemned for one man's fault, if guiltless? How can I live without thee? How to forego thy sweet converse, and love so dearly joined, to live again in these wild woods forlorn? Some natural tears they dropped, but wiped them soon. The world was all before them, where to choose their place of rest, and Providence their guide. Be strong, live happily in love, but first of all him whom to love is to obey, and keep his great command. Give me the liberty to know, to utter, and to argue freely according to conscience, above all liberties. to know that which before us lies in daily life is the prime wisdom. What is more, is fume, or emptiness, or fond impertinence. For men to tell how human life began is hard, for whom is himself beginning new. The mind in its place and in itself can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. That bring to my remembrance from what state I fell, how glorious once above thy sphere.